All right, y'all. So, as we know, we got Martin Luther King Day coming up. On Martin Luther King Day, we do not have no school. I'm excited about that. Are y'all?
Yes.
Jeremiah, you excited about no school?
But you go back to high school.
See, that's illegal. So today, we're gonna watch a video on Martin Luther King, talking about what he did and why is he so
What's about
influential
that?
for us.
There's a man named Martin Luther King Jr. It's funny to think about because now we know his name so well, but at one time he was just a kid. Like maybe you're a kid watching this. Well, he was a kid too. Well, maybe you're a grown up. That's okay too. All kids are welcome here. I don't discriminate. Martin Luther King grew up to be a great man, of course, but things were all that great in the world while he was growing up. Not everybody was treated like they were somebody, and I believe that you should treat everybody like it's their birthday. But they didn't do that. People looked at the color of their skin, and that's how they decided if they were friends or not. Not cool, man.
Nope.
That didn't make him feel good. That didn't make anybody feel good. But his parents helped him grow up. He went to church. He learned about love. He grew up to be a minister to help a lot of people. He did all sorts of cool stuff. He helped a lot of people learn about love too. But still, he looked around and said, things should be better. He wanted to change things, so he did stuff. He decided, instead of spreading the hate, he would spread the love. He wanted to bring people together. Where people were hurting, he stepped in to help. He marched with them. He walked with them. He walked arm in arm with them. Sometimes it didn't go well, but he kept going. Sometimes he ended up in prison, but he kept going. Some people didn't like him, but he kept going. Some days were hard, but he kept going. Love does that, it just keeps going, even when things are dark. And, well, I'm going to tell my story, but things did get pretty dark. Someone who didn't agree with him shot him. He died
Jeremiah,
in
eyes up top, please.
1968. Now, keep pressing. Why are you telling us this sad story? Come on. I know. I'm sorry, but it happened. I don't like that happened. Now, I gotta tell you something. When things aren't awesome, it can be tough. And things won't always be awesome. But your response can be. Martin Luther King's response? It was awesome. Today, I just want us to think about this. Isn't it true that we can change things? Like any of us, anybody. He dreamed and he changed things. And he dreamed and he kept sharing his dreams. They became not just his dream, a lot of people's dream. Like this one. I have a dream where black boys and black girls will join hands with white boys and white girls and become sisters. Let's dream a dream. Let's dream like that. That could change things.
All right.
And the honor of being Dr. King's son, Dr. Martin Luther King III. And you can find your conversation in my new book, Two Presidents Guide to Being Awesome. He's a really great leader, and he even wrote a book called My Daddy, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. It's so good that I want to book it forward. I'm pledging to send 30 copies to a school in my town. What about you? How can you book it forward? Here's a few ways that people are doing it already.
Okay, last one.
Welcome to Kids Academy.
David, eyes up top. Last one. Finish strong, fellas. And then we'll get into our reading.
As you know, every year we celebrate Martin Luther King's Day. But do you know that King is the only person in American history, apart from George Washington, whose memory is honored by a national holiday? Why is that if Martin Luther King wasn't even a president? Well, while George Washington created American government, Martin Luther King Jr. made Americans truly united. He fought for equality. Amazing. But he didn't use any weapons. He fought just with words, and he won. It all started in his childhood in Atlanta, Georgia in the 1930s. Mike, that was Martin Luther King's childhood name, had a white playmate. They were best friends till they turned 6 and had to go to separate schools. One day, his friend told Mike that his father demanded them not to play together anymore. Mike was greatly shocked. That's when his parents explained to him about the segregation.
Sissy.
It meant that black people had to sit separately from white people in buses and restaurants, use separate bathrooms, and even go to separate schools.
Up top, buddy. Jeremiah, up top.
White people in southern states thought it was natural to mistreat black people, even after abolishing slavery in 1865.
Wow, that's crazy.
Nice hands, please. Good job.
Martin Luther King was angry that white people broke him up with his buddy. Since then, he started noticing inequality everywhere. Once, he was traveling with his dad on a bus, and they were pushed away from seats reserved for white people, having to stand up for 90 miles.
No, that's
Another day, a clerk in a shoe shop required Martin
You
Luther King
rude.
Jr. and his father to be serviced at the back of the shop. They refused. As that kept happening, King's idea to fight segregation became stronger.
that.
Martin Luther King was a bright student. He entered college at the age of 15. Later on, studying at a seminary, he learned about Mahatma Gandhi, a leader from India who fought for human rights in non-violent or peaceful way. In 1955, Martin Luther King started his civil rights activism by helping to organize the bus boycott against racial
Yes, sir.
segregation in buses. All black people in Montgomery, Alabama refused to drive or ride public buses for 1 year.
Eyes up top. Eyes up top.
But the peaceful protest ended the segregation of city buses. That was
Jeremiah,
his first
eyes up top.
victory. In 12 years of his activism, Martin Luther King gave 2,500 public speeches and was in prison 30 times, but he never gave up. More than 250,000 people listened to his most famous speech called I Have a Dream.
Now remember that.
He gave in
Remember this. We're going to
1963.
talk about it in our article, okay?
Soon after that, American government passed the Civil Rights Act in 1963.
Remember that as well.
Discrimination
Civil Rights Act.
illegal.
That's
And
another
the
thing
year
we're gonna be
after,
talking
Martin
about
Luther
once we
King
start our
won the
reading.
Nobel Prize for his peaceful stand for equality. Millions of Americans supported Martin Luther King, although some people were against his ideas.
Stay focused. Y'all are doing excellent.
He was only 39 when he tragically died at the hands of a villain. However, Martin Luther King's words and peaceful actions changed American society forever. That's why the U.S. government created a national holiday in his honor.
Oh no! No, he died by a troublemaker.
Yeah, he did. So one of the famous things Martin Luther King did, him and Rosa Parks both broke a barrier that allowed black people and white people to be together. The two of them did. And it was a very beautiful thing because back then, probably 1930s, black people and white people couldn't be together. They couldn't go to the same schools together. They couldn't play together. They couldn't do anything together because that was the world we lived in.
Not talk together.
Not even talk together. Yeah. Don't let it happen again. Okay? Now, we're going to go into our reading. Calm body. Martin Luther King was a famous civil rights activist. That means he worked hard to make sure all people were treated fairly. Go down to the first question. First question. Take that off. That's exactly why I said take it off. Civil rights activist is the first thing we underline. Right here. It says what, Jeremiah? What does that first line say? This one right here. He worked equally. So, one is a civil rights activist. He worked hard to make sure all people were treated equally, right? So that's gonna be our answer for number one. What we'll do the answers at the end. He was born on January 15th, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia. He helped lead the Montgomery bus boycott after Rosa Parks was arrested for refusing to give up her seat. What's your question?
What's this one?
Which one? I'm not down there yet. I'm still up here. Montgomery bus boycott. Use your pencil and follow along with it. After Rosa Parks was arrested for refusing to give up her seat to a white man, in 1963, Martin helped organize. What did he help organize, Jeremiah? Say it loud and proud. March. It's a big word. March on.
March on Washington.
Good job, David. Way to back him up. Way to have his back. In Washington, D.C. Stay with me, fellas. We're almost to the end. This was a peaceful gathering of around 250,000 people who wanted equality and justice for African Americans. What's up?
What about this?
I haven't explained that yet. Hold off on that. Hold on. Martin gave a famous speech called I Had a Dream. What was Martin Luther King's famous speech? Okay, sir. What was his famous speech? Loud and proud.
I have a dream.
Good. I have a dream. Stay with me, David. Stay with me. Which talks about his hope that one day America would be a place where all people would be treated fairly. The next year, in 1964, what passed, Jeremiah? What passed? Civil rights. Say it louder.
Civil Rights Act.
Good job. Civil Rights Act was passed, which made it against the law to treat people differently because of their race, their color, their gender, or religion. Martin Luther King was a hero to many people, but not everyone was happy about the changes in the country. Sadly, on April 4th, 1968, Martin was shot and killed while standing on a hotel balcony. Today, we honor his life the way he helped make America a better place by celebrating Martin Luther King Jr. Day each January.
Like he was standing on a balcony?
Yeah, he was standing on his hotel balcony. Okay, let's move into our questions. Yeah, he fell.
So he fell off the building and then he got really bad injury.
Yeah.
And part broke the head and the neck.
Okay, but I want us to stay with me, okay? We're gonna move into our questions.
Kyle.
Back to your seat, Jeremiah.
Give me that.
You'll have this back after we're done with our lesson, okay? We got 4 questions that we gotta answer, okay? And they're quick questions too. Back up.
Oh, you recording that?
Yeah. Okay. Come on, because I'm gonna go through the questions with you. What was the name of Martin's famous speech? What was it called? It's on this paper right here. What does it say, Jeremiah?
I have a dream.
I have a dream. Put that on number 2. I have a dream. David, so not on that paper, David. You're going to put it on this paper. But you're going to copy that top sentence that says, I have a dream.
All this?
Just this top part. And that's how you spell it and everything. Make sure you space out your letters, okay? Use your finger. Space them out each way. Stay with me, fellas. We almost there.
So all this
Where that red pen was that I marked it?
over here?
At the top.
Yeah, I see it.
Yep. Then that's it.
Okay.
Space your words out.
So 2?
That whole line.
Yeah, the number 2.
Yep. Number 2. Amani, you need to finish eating your chips and your milk so you can throw it away, okay? That's yours done? Good, okay. Let me know when you're done, David, and we can move on. Michael, calm body. Calm body. Calm body. Calm voices. Yep, good job. David, we're gonna move on for the second time, okay?
Okay.
And I can come back and help you. What is a civil rights activist? Jeremiah, read this part for me.
He
Read it loud.
working hard to make sure all people were
Treated
or equally.
equally. Okay, you need help? What do you need help with?
Like, I'm messing up.
This, I have a drink, is going on this line. Starting here. I gave you your eye. So you have a drink. Have a drink. And I'll help you with this next one after you're done with that one. All right, Jeremiah, you ready, man? So now we gotta put it. Oh, Jeremiah. Okay. Jeremiah, you gotta stay focused, okay? Civil rights activists. This line, look. This line that you had here. He worked hard to make sure all people were treated equally. That's gonna go here. Okay? No, you know you don't get pens. Stay focused, guys. It starts with he. He. That's the word right here. He worked hard to make sure all people were treated equally. You gotta write neat though. Write neat. You're okay. You're doing a very good job. You just gotta write neater. David, how's yours looking? Here, you wanna come up here next to me? Okay, come on up. So, you were supposed to be copying. Have a dream. Have a dream. That's where you were supposed to be starting. Have, H-A-V-E,